shadows in the sheets. In the dusty sprawl of Milford, Ohio, where the cornfields choked the horizon and the only excitement was the annual tractor pull, 3 misfits scraped by like ghosts in a ghost town. There was Jax, 22, a lanky hotel night clerk at the Riverview Inn, whose shifts blurred into hallucinatory hazes from the meth he swore he'd quit. Lena, 19, his cousin, waitress the same lobby by day, pocketing tips to feed her pill habit after her folks kicked her out for one too many bad nights. And Tommy, 24, the burnout mechanic who fixed the hotel's ancient AC units for cash under the table, always one bad debt away from eviction, his veins itching for a fix that never quite satisfied. It was a sweltering July evening in 2025, the economy buckling under President Trump's second-term tariffs that had gutted factories and spiked gas to $7 a gallon. Folks whispered about the crash, too, over lukewarm beers at the Dewdrop Diner. But for Jax, Lena, and Tommy, it was just another excuse to hustle. That night, Jax caught a whiff of something off in room 212. The mayor's wife, Evelyn Hargrove, tangled in silk sheets with the high school principal, not her husband. He'd seen it before, cheating spouses slinking through the Riverview like it was Vegas, not Milford. But this time, with his wallet echoing empty and a dealer knocking tomorrow, Jax snapped a blurry phone pic through the cracked door. "Blackmail," he muttered to Lena over stolen vending machine chips in the break room. She laughed, eyes glassy, then stopped. "Why stop at one? We got eyes everywhere. Tommy can rig cameras in the vents. We expose the pigs, squeeze the rest. Heroes, baby, cleaning up this shithole town." Tommy, grease-streaked and nodding, wired a cheap nanny cam that night. By week's end, they'd hit pay dirt. The bank manager's affair with his secretary caught mid-tryst, the pastor's wife and the feed store owner fumbling in the linen closet. They started small anonymous texts demanding $500 wire transfers, or else the pics went viral on the town Facebook group. Most paid, faces paling in the grainy evidence. But the holdouts, they got the full treatment. First was Hargrove. Jax leaked the mayor's wife's pics to the Milford Gazette tip line, framing it as anonymous justice for the betrayed. The story exploded. Front page splash. "Mayoral scandal rocks Heartland." Evelyn fled to her sisters in Cleveland, divorce papers filed by dawn. The principal resigned in tears, his wife packing boxes while neighbors clucked over fences. Whispers turned to cheers when the mayor, red-faced at the town hall, vowed family values reforms. "Finally, someone's calling out the hypocrites," old Mrs. Delaney said at the grocery, clutching her Trump 2024 bumper sticker like a talisman. Word spread like prairie fire. The Misfits, now dubbing themselves the Sheet Ghosts, leaked 3 more. The car dealer bonking his cousin's bride, the librarian, and the volunteer fire chief. Each exposure was a thunderclap. Husbands and wives, shamed into silence or separation, became Milford's soap opera. The diner buzzed with it. Good riddance to those vipers. Cheaters went underground overnight. Motel hookups canceled. Alibis triple-checked. One couple, the grocer and his teller, confessed preemptively to their spouses, begging mercy. "We heard the ghosts are common," the grocer sobbed to the sheriff. The town, fractured by layoffs and empty Main Street storefronts, latched onto the drama like gospel. Vigilantes, saviors. Jax, Lena, and Tommy's faces stayed hooded in leaks, but rumors crowned them folk heroes, their drops shared like contraband candy. Fame hit viral when a TikTok of the pastor's fallout racked up 2 million views, hashtagged Sheet Ghosts Rise. Reporters from Cleveland descended, hailing them as blue-collar avengers in Trump's America. Jax scored a book deal pitch. Lena went clean for a week, high on the rush instead of oxys. Tommy fixed his truck with hush money. They weren't just surviving, they were legends, turning small-town sleaze into a crusade. But Milford was just the spark. As the crash deepened, unemployment at 15%, food banks mobbed, the ghost model metastasized. Desperate souls in Dayton, Toledo, even Chicago's Rust Belt fringes picked up the playbook. Infidelity gigs popped on Craigslist, $50 to tail a suspect, $200 for video proof, $1K for a full exposure package. By September, some enterprising coder in Detroit launched Cheat Catch, an app like Uber for spies. Download, swipe for local jobs. Suspecting spouses posted bounties. "Track my husband to the Holiday Inn, Friday 8 p.m. Pay $300 if you catch him." Gig workers, from laid-off welders to baristas with grudges, grabbed shifts, drones buzzing motel windows, hidden mics in bar stools. Rating stars gleamed. 5-5 nailed the bastard with his yoga instructor. Blackmail blurred into justice services, with premium tiers for anonymous leaks to tabloids or divorce lawyers. The ghosts watched from Milford, sipping diner coffee as their legend fueled the frenzy. Trump tweeted approval. Fake marriages weaken America. Expose the cheats. Before his feed devolved into tariff defenses. Churches decried it as moral vigilantism gone rogue. Therapists warned of a paranoia pandemic, couples swapping rings for trackers. But for the gig spies, it was manna. A side hustle in the ruins, one blurry photo from rent money. In the end, Jax pocketed his last blackmail envelope, staring at the Riverview's flickering neon. Lena, sober now, sketched app logos on napkins. Tommy tinkered with drone mods. They'd started as junkies chasing a fix, ended as midwives to a monster. Heroes, or just the first ghosts in a nationwide haunt? As winter winds howled through empty silos, Milford slept easier, vows renewed, or shattered, in the shadows they'd cast.